My hero cam. What? You know, one of the things you should do before you go live in a live stream, make sure your hero cam is on. You, my friend, are my hero cam, and that's a Canon 70D, and I'm running it through Ecamm Live, a really great Mac-based platform for broadcasting. And I'm going to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube Live via Restream.io. Now, all the companies I just mentioned there do not sponsor me. I pay for everything, well, with the exception of Restream. I have their free account, which is really great for someone like me who's got 3 daughters in college, or 2 in college and 1 more on the way. At any rate, this is day 2 of my quest to create a book live before January 1st, 2021, in what I am calling, where the heck is it? I have a title name. Here we go. Why wasn't that up? Because I'm still getting used to the idea. And frankly, I'm of doing this live. And frankly, I'm a little tired from social media marketing world, which was really great the early part of this week in San Diego. And I'm a little bit still wiped out from going to that thing. But if you watched the first live stream, you'll know that it inspired me to do something insane, which is make a commitment to you, the viewer, that I'm going to actually be live streaming the creation of my new book that I've been thinking about for years. It's time to now get it done. And that's what I'm doing right here. But the funny thing is, I'm actually not going to be working on the book just this second because I need to do something else. And that is create a graphic for Ecamm Live. See, this is how writing a book starts. You think you're going to get started right away, and you have the best laid plans and all your ideas and all that stuff. And actually, that's not the way it works. Ooh, and I get to install an update of Affinity Publisher, which is, hold on a second, which is what I'm going to be using to create a new graphic for the BOOKWARD BOUND show that you are watching right now on Ecamm Live. So I need to create a new one of these. And I want a preset page. No, I'm going to do, there we go, highest resolution, 1920 by 1080 HD. Now, I know I can get away with 72 DPI because it's only going to be shown on screen. So I don't want points. I want pixels. I said, yeah, it's already on pixels, right? Right. There we go. And I want it 19 by 20, 1080 HD. Layout, page width will be 1920 pixels by page height 1080. And that is the HD. I don't want a portrait. No, thank you very much. And actually, because this is going to be purely on screen, your computer screen, I'm going to save it at 72 DPI, or pixels per inch, PPI. Hit OK, and I've got a new document here. Now, what I want to do is create a a show opening title graphic that relates to the name of the show, which is BOOKWARD Bound, 301 days from I should really do this to done. And so I need to bring in some stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add, and the other thing I should say is this is a Affinity Publisher, which I got once I dumped Adobe Creative Cloud and all that stuff. You know, I got sick of the software as a service model because I was only using a handful of their applications every month and yet paying for the entire suite of stuff. That's annoying. So instead, I found Affinity Publisher, which is really cool. And it's a one-time purchase. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I want to add. Where is it? Save as. So again, you're learning right along with me because this is brand new to me. I want to. Dang it. I'm going to try the old things. Nope, don't want that. Oh, it's updating. Cancel. Okay, so that was going to work. I think I have to restart this. And actually, I'm going to go Command D, hit a new folder, and say book graphics, create. I'm going to call this BOOKWARD BOUND show title. And that'll save that in there. And it looks like I can quit out of here now. And restart it because I downloaded the new version. Version 7.1 or 1.7.3. Okay. So come on, install update. I suppose I probably should have done this before I went live, but that's not the way I roll. I roll in a, hey, maybe I should do this way, which is actually what this whole thing is about. Doing it the hard way in order to get it done. So, is the new version actually downloading? It looks like it might be. Come on, baby. Well, anyway, I'm going to open up that. I'm going to go File, Recent. Open Recent. BOOKWARD BOUND show title. Now, let's see. Document text, table layer, select. Zoom window, document, masters. Page. Default. Now, I like using a page layout program rather than a Illustrator or Photoshop, just because it's easier for me. I'm going full size with this thing. Oh, my Lord. All right. Forget this. I'm not going to bore you with this. Don't save. I'm going to do something else. The best laid plans of mice and men aft gang agley, as Robert Burns said. Instead, I'm going to open up my iThoughts mind map for the book. Open recent. All right. I have a mind map that... Do you know what a mind map is? This is a mind map. You can capture ideas, all sorts of stuff, including T-shirt ideas. I did that. Already have those done. Inspired by Amy Porterfield, I'm looking at doing courses, including starter, spotlight, and signature courses. I learned that from her, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm talking about this thing. So I'm going to focus on I have two sections in the book right now. I'm going to kill this thing. The theory and the practice. So it's kind of like the strategy and the execution. That'd be another way to say it. But I'm going to stick with this title the way it is and focus on the theory section. So this may not make sense to you, but the basic part of it should if you're a writer, which is before you start writing, know what you're writing about. And you can see I've got a number of chapters here, or what potentially could be chapters. And that's what I'm thinking of them as. They could be chapters. So this is actually a story I want to talk about. We'll talk about agency, Atlanta agency story. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube Live. Yeah, that's right. Streaming monitor. Come on, why is there not something monitoring? Frame. It should be going up. Hey, let's take a look, shall we? That's the cool thing about having multiple monitoring things. It's not that difficult to go out and see what's actually coming across. Let's go Knudten. That should bring up. Okay, BOOKWARD BOUND, introduction, that's there.
Hello, Ecamm. Hello.
All right, so that's that. Oh, South by Southwest was canceled 8 minutes ago, according to CNN. Goodbye, South by Southwest. Coronavirus took it out. At any rate, forget it. Forget that part. Forget that part. Why am I not seeing any kind of streaming monitor here? Check 1, 2. Come on. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're back here. Okay, the Rosetta Stone, the Tom Peters article. That was in Fast Company magazine, August 13th, 1997. A really great article by Tom Peters about personal branding. And the book is about personal branding, so I should probably talk about that. Personal branding. Oh, yeah. Gets personal. So that'll actually come a part of that. The Rosetta Stone. So, yeah, Atlanta agency. If you don't write fiction, I guess you're or something like that. I think I'll leave an ellipsis. Me or my biz, what's the difference? Mark Schaefer's personal brand is the company photo. Okay, this is cool. Mark Schaefer, who I'm a big fan of, did the closing keynote at Social Media Marketing World in 2019. And he threw a slide up on screen that said very simply, the personal brand is the company brand. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I've been thinking that forever. Thank you for codifying that. And I actually got a picture of him saying it. So I have the photo. I'm going to put it in the book. And then I'm going to ask for permission. Because if you ask for permission before they see the book, they might say no. But once they see the book and they see it's pretty good and they don't mind being associated with it, then they might do that. So, so we're talking about personal branding. Biz, what's the difference? The personal brand is the company brand. Personal brand. Let's call it personal branding. Under an umbrella. What is an umbrella brand? And then we'll we'll call that House of Brands versus House of Brands. Okay, House of Brands versus branded houses. That's a pretty commonly understood term in marketing, but it bears repeating for those who might not know. All right, so it's not just logo or type. What makes a brand a brand? So these are kind of the same thing. So how do I want to do this? It's not just a logo. Brand is not a logo. I like a logo is not a brand. It's a little bit more punchy in the facey-ish, which is my style. Punch them in the face, and then watch your nose bleed. This is why I love mind mapping. I can get the thoughts on paper, and then YDB, that's why. I can get the thoughts in the mind map. Radiation. Show. Differentiation. When is a brown cow not a brown cow? When it's branded. So I should probably do something about the birth of branding. And that may not be the right place for it. The brand. The birth of brand. The birth of brand. Not the brand. The birth of brand. That goes up there. Grocery. A lot of these are just, these won't necessarily make sense to you, but they do to me. Grocery aisle. Story. Look. The red. Branding. Branding's biggest consumer benefit. Saving brain power. Saving brain. Mind share. Brain. Ooh, I like that. It's brain pain. Mind share that saves brain pain. And then I talk about takes analysis paralysis. I love that phrase. Analysis paralysis. Because I think I want to talk theoretically a little bit. And I'm not going to spend a ton of time on theory, but people, I feel like people need to understand where I'm coming from and what branding's coming from. Yeah. Differentiation. That's why story. David. The cool thing is, as I write this book, I'm thinking about, okay, what things need worksheets? So my key 3 concept certainly does. And so I've got a note to myself, worksheet. And by the way, if you watched yesterday's introduction to BOOKWARD BOUND, I made the promise that I was going to work on this to get a book done by January 1st, 2021. I also said that if I get it done before that, I might work on a companion workbook. Well, the worksheets will either be something that'll be downloadable by people who buy the book, or they might be put in that secondary companion workbook. I don't know yet. We'll see. But the whole point is, I'm thinking about it. So let's see where we are. All right, fewer, better. Fewer, better. Yeah, I want to show, so JBear, Facebook. Why was I talking about JBear? JBear's content cascade. I learned it from him, but I did my own take on it. Molly Mahoney, Facebook. Sarah Gross, LinkedIn. I want to think of others. I would love to have a YouTube example of someone who only does or only built, who built their brand solely on YouTube, rather than trying to be everywhere all at once. Worksheet. Brandles. Oh, what's a brandle? I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to wait. Example of personal. You can tell I'm still tired because I'm yawning like crazy. Yeah, and the thing is, this is going to be one of those daily things that may be kind of boring, because when you're writing a book, sometimes you just have to sit and think. So that's what you're going to be seeing here. Or you might just be watching me type, and that's kind of painful because I'm a touch typist, but I'm a really, really bad touch typist. Even after 27, 28 years of being a professional copywriter, I still type like a high schooler who wasn't paying attention very much, which is exactly what I was in typing class. Before they started calling it keyboarding class. Isn't that funny? You know, this was right after the Jurassic period. All right, so branded, great. Now what's your brandle? That's what I should go. Not good. So what am I doing right here? I'm just tightening up something. Like this will be a chapter. Branded, great. Now what's your brandle? Brandle is a portmanteau called combining brand and handle. That's a brandle. Right? All right, so why are my... Hold on. I really do want to see. Okay, that's going. Get that out of the way. All right, so Meishio Measa. That should really go at the end of the end. Into non-fiction brandversity. Invitation to. These are just ways of reminding myself. Podcast. To the nonfiction brand. Just so I don't forget to include the ideas. Oh, yeah. Nonfiction brand podcast. Video, the written word, audio, still images. All right, so this is actually perfect today, irrelevant tomorrow, embrace the timeless powers of story over. Maybe it's something like key concepts are greater than key commands. Yeah. A first level, first principle concept. Oops. Writing. Now, the thing about this live stream is I'm doing it every day, but that doesn't mean I'm doing it for hours. And frankly, I'm not going to be doing, I'm not going to be writing every sentence, every word, every concept, every whatever on the live stream. But this is a way for me to share my process a little bit, but also to make me go to the gym. You know, if you want to make sure you go to the gym every day, have a gym buddy. You know, the person who calls you up and says, dude, where are you? I don't want to go today. Say, too bad. And then they turn to you and say, I don't want to go today. And you say, too bad, we're going. It keeps you honest. So I'm relying on you guys to keep me honest. And that's why I'm doing this publicly at the cost of potential embarrassment. Yeah, people I want to quote from. I'm going to see if I can. I do like that Brian Fanzo story. He's a good example. Demonstration. Fewer better. I don't know what to call it. Personal brands that blew up. It's like personal brands that. I got to think about that. What I'm trying to do is find some individuals who've created personal brands that have been really effectively created in the marketplace. Some of the ones I've been thinking of are people like Brian Fanzo, obviously, that I listed there, but people I don't know but would love to know. Pat Flynn, that would be a good one. Hold on. Oops. Amy Landino. Oh, I should have gone to see Michael and Amy Port. Who else? Personal brands. Oh, I'm going to put her down. I haven't talked to her yet, but I heard a story that I liked about a woman who specializes in goats. Yeah, kind of weird. But I think it's cool. Deborah Goats. Oh, what's his name? Wakefield. Roger. I think it's Roger Wakefield. Yeah. That'd be good. Kind of. I'm gonna get the weird ones. Guy. I heard a story from my friend Todd Austin about a guy who wanted to try to get in the Australian Open, and so he's my inspiration for doing this, which is for 191 days. He showed what he was doing to get ready to try to compete to be in the amateur class at the Australian Open. I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Hopefully that muted things. So that's very cool. Australian Open guy. Yeah, we'll leave that. The Pat Flynn story's good. Brian Fanzo, we'll see. All right. You know what? Hate to say it, but today's edition of Bookward Bound, I think it's going to go a little bit, we're going to wrap it up right now because I'm really tired. after being out at Social Media Marketing World in San Diego starting last Saturday night. Right now it's Friday, right? So it started by flying out. You'll love this. I live in Madison, Wisconsin. I had to fly east to Detroit to then fly west to California. So that was a long haul, believe me. And then as soon as I got there, I went out and to the pre-opening night party. I didn't drink much. I really didn't drink much. Excuse me. I didn't drink much at all this week, but it was just so many people, so much fun that it just wipes you out after a while. And that's how I feel right now. So just stay with me and keep me honest. That's my admonition to you, and it should be your admonition to me, saying, DP, don't be so weak. Work on your damn book. And that's what I'm going to be doing. So thanks for helping me out by watching, where's it? BOOKWARD BOUND. There we go. By taking a look at BOOKWARD BOUND. Yeah, I'm tired. But anyway, BOOKWARD BOUND, 301 days from I should really do this to done. Well, this is day 2, and there's only 299 to go. What have I done? Are you insane? And the answer to that question would be, yes, I am. For BOOKWARD BOUND, the Nonfiction Brand podcast, and Nonfiction Brand Versity, I'm DP Knudten, and I'll be talking to all y'all later. Bye-bye.